What's up, Rangers, and please don't say the sky, to another episode of All the Country Parks, the show where we visit all the country parks in the UK. Today we're here at Worthington Lakes. There's more than one lake in this park, and we're here on a kind of gloomy day, but I don't know, might provide a bit of atmosphere. I suppose now Mike is going to tell us some interesting facts about the park.
Okay, yeah. Worthington Lakes, first thing to say is that there aren't any lakes actually. There are three reservoirs that have been called lakes, and they effectively dam up the River Douglas for a time to provide water for Wigan, because this is situated between Wigan and Chorley. It is a lovely beauty spot, and I think it was designated a country park sort of in the early 90s. There has been a visitor centre here. Whether or not it's still open, we will find out. And one other thing this country park is famous for is for banning dogs. But according to the TripAdvisor reviews, as we get out of the way of a parking car, out of a car, according to TripAdvisor, there's a lot of people don't take any notice of that. So as we go round, we're actually going to do a dog count, and we'll tell you how many we've seen at the end. Well, you come to the first reservoir almost as soon as you've left the car park, and here on the left, I'm guessing this is what was the visitor centre, and maybe still is. I mean, we're not here at peak time, so perhaps it does open up again in the summer, but for the moment it is closed. And we've decided to walk around the reservoirs in a clockwise direction, so we're heading up this tree-lined path here. There seem to be a lot of squirrels on this tree here, a reminder that grey squirrels don't hibernate for the winter. Afternoon. But they've all gone into hiding now that we've approached, but I'm sure we'll see some more.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Indeed not, Simon. I suppose the shortest circuit you can do here is to turn right here and go across this sort of causeway separating the two. But yeah, now this table's been dolled up. Let's have a look at what this is commemorating. Someone special, always loved and missed at Christmas. Oh, that's nice. And the table's actually for somebody called Liam Anthony Turner. Well, that's quite nice, isn't it?
50 years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah. My companion has just spotted that today was actually Liam's birthday.
29 squad.
Yes, as you're walking alongside the middle reservoir, the path gets narrower and the scenery a bit more natural looking. Although there are some nice properties just off to your left. There are some little paths that go off to the left, but they can't actually go very far because the road's just up there. When you can actually hear the traffic noise, so perhaps Sunday's the best time to come. So you've got a sign for the country park at the northern end, and let's see what we've got. So a walk, yeah. Birds, tick, yeah, we've seen birds. Wildlife, yeah, that counts with the squirrels, yeah. 1 or 2 picnic tables. Fishing, car park.
That does not look like somebody fishing, that looks like somebody.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
And then gravity just gets stronger towards the industry. So
Yeah, WC, well I presume that's at in the same building as the information centre, both short, so we haven't seen those today. And that's what you can't do: no dogs, no bikes, no killing people, no swimming, and no lighting fires. Okay.
Well, there goes all my plans for the day.
So here we have the top. Excuse me. Here we have the top end of Adlington Reservoir disappearing into a bit of a swamp, and this is where, if you're doing a full circuit, you start making the turn around. I don't think it's quite at the halfway point because we didn't start right at the bottom of the bottom reservoir. Interesting that as we start walking alongside on the far side of Adlington Reservoir, there's a little gap in the fence with a little trail going down to the water's edge. I don't know. I believe that in summer people do ignore the notices about swimming as well, and this is perhaps where they come. If the visitor centre is open, this is about as far as they could come away from any warden. So yeah, that sort of makes sense. And when you are walking here, you are walking alongside a ploughed field, and at this time of year it's pretty muddy. You might have caught Simon moaning about it a short while back, weren't you, Simon?
Yeah.
Okay. And as you walk round the side arm of Worthington Reservoir, you can see this rather nice bridge over the drainage channel. Now am I wrong? Was I wrong about saying that the reservoir swallowed the River Douglas, or is that it? Because it's not flowing from the reservoir. I'll have to check the map out later, and yeah, don't always take everything I say at gospel. And more do's and don'ts here, but there's a welcome bench. Yes, we've been feeding the ducks here, and a little robin and then a little tit came in to join the party. Yes, another strategically placed bench up ahead, giving a lovely view across the middle reservoir over to the houses. The venerable tree as well here. And as you can see, I'm getting a very close-up view of this little fella. Yeah, he's not going to let some human get between him and his nuts, is he? Well, I've never heard a squirrel make a noise before, I don't think. He's scoffing away, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, it's classic squirrel pose, that, isn't it? Playing up for the camera. Aren't you? Proper prima donna squirrel. Oh no, gets a bit too close. Oh, you're still not going too far away, are you? Oh, thank you for that. Now a couple of points to note here. It's the Worthington Anglers Association who control the fishing here, and I'm glad to see, this is what I was looking for, a bit more of a history of the reservoirs. By the mid-1800s, the population of the Wigan area needed more water. And by 1858, the River Douglas was diverted through a tunnel. So it doesn't go under the reservoirs, it actually goes around by the side of them. The estimated cost for all the works was between £25,000 and £30,000. Wow. Okay. And the Douglas Tunnel had to be extended to give a greater capacity to the reservoirs. And in 1860, the Wigan Waterworks Act received royal assent and the whole works were completed by 1867. When full, this reservoir is about 9 metres deep and has a capacity of 546 million litres. And here you've got a few pictures of the construction. Okay, well, we're nearly towards the end of the walk, and that's one sinner that we've spotted. And maybe he thought chihuahuas didn't count. I think we've now reached the southern limit of the park, because there you can see the water treatment works, and there's no onward path through there, besides which you get into the houses at Red Rock just beyond it. So we're just going to walk past that white house to complete the circuit. I presume that was once a waterman's cottage. Yeah, and this narrow little path by the side of the waterman's cottage will complete the circuit pretty shortly. And there we okay.
Right, well, if you've enjoyed this video, I highly suggest that you leave a like, a subscribe, a nice comment, because if you leave a bad one, I'm going to come down to your house, I'm going to use karate on you, and it's going to look like something out of Cobra Kai, and share it with your mates, please. That's it. Oh, dog count, just remembered.
Just the one.
Just the one. But he looked at us with like 1,000-yard stare.
Yep, he did indeed, but we looked too hard for him to mess with, didn't we?